Hey business owners, going through a divorce with children is a complex situation. You're juggling the survival of your business, the well-being of your own children, and your emotional health. But you can get through it. Here's how. Business owners, when you're facing divorce with children involved, your biggest concerns aren't just about splitting assets. You worry about how your business will survive, how your children will be affected, and whether you'll be able to juggle it all. So let's break down the unique challenges that you face as a business owner so that you can move forward in your divorce with confidence. So imagine this, you're a successful entrepreneur, you spent years building your business from the ground up. Late nights, early mornings, endless sacrifices. But now you're in the middle of a divorce and everything you've worked for feels like it's hanging by a thread. Your business is your livelihood and your children are your world. I get it. How do you protect both without losing yourself in that process? I'll discuss multiple issues for your consideration. Issue 1, the impact on your business, the valuation, division, and control. One of the biggest concerns for business owners in a divorce is the impact on their business. In many cases, the business is considered a marital asset, which means it may be subject to division. The first challenge, therefore, is valuation. Well, how do you actually determine the value of your business? It's not as simple as checking a balance sheet. You have to consider things like future earning potential, goodwill, and even your own personal involvement in the business. In most business divorces I've done, we've used neutrals such as CPAs and sometimes even business valuation experts to assess the value of the business. Once the business is valued, the next challenge is division. If your spouse is entitled to a portion of the value of that business, how do you ensure that the division is fair without jeopardizing the future of your business? This is especially tricky if your spouse had no involvement in the business but is still entitled to a share. You might worry about losing control or even having to sell the business altogether to meet the financial obligations of the divorce. There are multiple ways that this division can be accomplished without forcing the sale of the business. I don't have time to get into them all here, but a solid family law attorney with business experience will know how this is accomplished, and I've discussed it in other videos in more detail, so look for those. Issue 2, child custody and time management. As a business owner, your time is already stretched thin. Now add in the complexities of a child custody arrangement. You want to be there for your children, but you also have to keep running your business. The courts will look at your ability to provide a stable environment for your children, and that includes your availability. So how do you balance being present for your children with the demands of keeping that business running? This is where it gets tough. You may find yourself needing to delegate more at work or restructure your schedule. The fear of missing out on crucial moments in your children's lives or not being able to fulfill your business responsibilities, yeah, that can be overwhelming. However, a strong family law legal team can guide you through this, as I've done for many others in your situation. Issue 3, financial strain and potentially supporting 2 households. So another significant concern is the financial strain of multiple households post-divorce. As a business owner, your income may be inconsistent, fluctuating up and down with the market, or tied up in the business itself. So how do you meet the child support or spousal support obligations when your income isn't just a steady paycheck? The answer lies in an honest and realistic evaluation by both sides of the ability of the business to throw off enough cash to do so, and also, and this is very important, the ability of the other spouse to contribute to their own support and maintenance. Their life is going to change too, and they can't reasonably expect to have no responsibility for making their way in the world unless, and this is a big one, unless the business has been so ultra profitable that their reasonable share would take care of their total living expenses. Now, there's also going to be pressure to maintain the same standard of living for your children in both households, and that's where a strong legal team can help lay out a plan. We family law attorneys have done countless numbers of divorces with these kinds of issues, and it may be your first time facing these issues, so look for a great attorney who has these answers. Issue number 4, protecting your privacy and reputation. Now, in any divorce, privacy can be a concern, obviously, but for business owners, it's even more critical because you've built a reputation, and any public disputes or court battles can potentially harm your business image and therefore affect your business. You may also worry about sensitive business information becoming part of public records or being disclosed during the divorce process. So keeping your divorce as private as possible becomes an important priority. But that's easier said than done, I get that. I'd recommend considering alternative dispute resolution methods like mediation and even private arbitration if necessary, both of which can keep the proceedings out of the courtroom and under wraps. Issue number 5 is the emotional toll, the personal versus the professional. Now, let's not overlook the emotional toll of a divorce. I know divorce is never easy, and when you're responsible for a business and children, the stakes feel even higher, right? It's easy to feel isolated or overwhelmed, and that can spill over into your professional life where you have to maintain focus, make sound business decisions, and keep up morale for your team. If you're feeling this strain, please consider seeking support, whether that's from a therapist or a support group or even just a trusted mentor or colleague, and also a great family law attorney who can be a support for you and strategize with you on how to get through this period in your life. Also, definitely hit the gym, or if that's not possible, take long, fast-paced walks. Here's a general rule of thumb. The higher your heart rate, the lower your stress. Think about that and you'll see it's true. So do that. Your takeaway in all this is that divorce sucks, but it's a period of your life. It is not the definition of your life, and don't lose sight of that. Others have done it, and so can you. You built a successful business, so that tells me a lot about you. This is just one more challenge, albeit a much more personal one. You must have faith, focus, and a positive attitude. Blue skies are ahead.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to click subscribe, like, follow, and turn on the alerts so that you'll get notified when we post our newest videos. Please share these videos and leave comments and ask us questions and let us know what other topics you'd like for us to cover. Join our Facebook group at Georgia Divorce and Custody for more information. And as always, I look forward to seeing you on the next video.